Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, March 28th. Thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. I am Dr. Rima Adio, Dean of the Students at Houston Community College. I will be joined by my co-host, Sharday Campbell, Strategic Enrollment and Social Media Manager, for the next session. We are live on HCC Houston Community College District Facebook page and YouTube page. And not to forget, we are always on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. Today for Thursday Family Fun Day, we are visiting with the man behind the murals you have probably seen all over the town, Reginald Adams, installation artist, Thursday Family Fun Day guest. Welcome, Reginald.
Glad to be here, Dr. Rima. Thank you very much.
And we will be with you shortly, but first we will talk to one of our student life coordinator who has just won a big award, Jana Vise. She's a student life coordinator of HCC Coleman College and Region 5 Student Life Advisor of the Year at the Texas Junior College Student Government Association. Welcome back to the show, Jana.
Thank you for having me. I love coming and talking to all of you and letting people know what's going on in student life.
Hey, this is awesome. The very first time I met you, I knew you were the winner. So congratulations. That's quite an honor. But before we talk about your award, tell us about Texas Junior College Region 5.
Texas Junior College Region 5 has 21 schools in the region, anything from San Jacinto to Lone Star to Galveston, but it encompasses 21 schools, and 6 of those are Houston Community College, because we get to register as independent student government associations. So each of our colleges is registered.
So that is wonderful. So what do they do? It looks like they allow opportunity for student leadership.
Yes. Currently, Houston Community College holds all the executive board positions for Region 5. And so they get to put on the fall and spring meetings where we invite all the other Region 5 schools in, and we have workshops, guest speakers, and then have a general assembly where they vote on different items. So it's a lot of leadership and teaching students a lot of different transferable skills and leadership skills.
Hey, what a wonderful way to provide students with this opportunity. There is just no substitute for this kind of massive, involvement. So you all are doing a good job. So tell us about your award. Is spring meeting on March 1st and award for 3 categories?
Yes. So for each region, and there's 6 different regions, get to do their awards. And so we have Region 5 Advisor of the Year. All of these awards are submitted by students. The advisors cannot submit. You have to be nominated by your students. And so with the 3 awards we did for our spring meeting was Region 5 Advisor of the Year, Region 5 Student of the Year, and then Region 5 SGA Chapter of the Year. And we take students from as many different schools as we can. So Lone Star was there, and Galveston College was there, and HCC was there. So we had 6 students from those different regions who used a rubric to grade all the submissions, and they actually chose each of the winners. And so I was chosen as the Advisor of the Year, and A.V. Edigan from HCC Southwest won Student of the Year, and then Region 5 SGA Chapter of the Year went to HCC Southwest. So we won all these awards, and because we won Region 5, we go up against the other regions at state for State Advisor, Student, and Chapter of the Year.
We are so incredibly proud of this achievement. You all making us look good, so way to go. So Jana, tell us a little bit about the Texas Junior College Student Government Association.
Yeah, it covers the entire state of Texas for junior college and community colleges. There's 6 different regions, and like just Region 5 has 21 schools. And so other regions have different amounts of schools, and they cover different areas like North Texas, the Panhandle, and Southeast and stuff like that. But there's all these 6 regions. So this year they move it every year, but this year it's in Austin. And so we travel to Austin with all of our students. And so we're taking about 42 students with us to Austin, where we will attend workshops, have Region 5 meetings, hold general assemblies with all the regions. So there's like hundreds of students at this, and there's so much networking. You get to talk to other students, other advisors, and really see what's going on around the state. And sometimes you're having the same issues, and in talking to each other, you're like, this is how we do it and stuff. So you really get to exchange ideas and learn a lot. And then we elect the new Region 5 Executive Board at the state meeting. And we also have several awards besides those 3 awards going up. There's about 7 other awards that each SGA can vie for. They have like a poetry and a scrapbook award, a video award. There's, event of the year. There's a ton of different awards that we all go for.
Sounds fancy. So tell us a little bit about what do we need to have a qualification to be member of a student government at HCC? Do you all have any elections coming up? Do they need to run? Do they need to do campaigns like elections?
Yes, it works just like any other typical election. We'll start next week and promoting that you can run and having information meetings. And each college, including online college now, online college will have a student government association now. And so there's 7 executive positions in each, and students have to have like a 2.5 GPA, and they must take classes at the college that they're going to represent and not graduate until May 2025, so they complete the entire term. We will be posting information sessions and how to apply to be a candidate. They have to have a platform and do a video and write up what their platform's going to be, and then they get to campaign at their colleges, and the general student body votes for whom they want.
This is awesome. So you never know. Today you are representing SGA at HCC. Tomorrow you can be a mayor at City of Houston. That all leads the way. So the work that you all are doing is incredible. Thank you, Jana, for being here. Jana is a Student Life Program Coordinator for HCC Coleman College for Health Sciences and Region 5 Student Life Advisor of the Year of Texas Junior College. Jana, we will have your info in our post after the show.
Great. Thank you. I enjoyed being here today. Thanks for the invite.
That is awesome. So now moving on to Reginald Adams, installation artist and our Thursday Family Fun Day guest.
All right.
Welcome back to the show, Reginald, and our co-host here, Shardy Campbell. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Rima. All right. Well, Reginald C. Adams, welcome to the show. I had to call your full name because
there you go. My whole government issue.
The whole government name because the work you're doing.
Here, Sharday. Thank you.
So happy to have you. The work you're doing is so incredible. But for those who don't know, You are a Houston-based public artist who is world-renowned for award-winning mural sculptures and art installations strategically located in historic and underserved communities across the U.S. And you are the lead artist and creative director for Absolute Equality, the new Juneteenth mural in Galveston, Texas. Yeah, that's you. And that's what's on that shirt. So happy to have you back on the show. The last time you joined us, you were working on the mural that is now on that shirt in the project we will discuss today. But you know, to merely call you an installation artist, it just really doesn't encapsulate your work, because so much of your work is about advocacy and empowerment. So let's start off with you giving a brief background about yourself and how you would describe how your work connects art and activism.
First of all, thank you, Sade and Rima, for the invitation to be on the show and share what we're doing. So I always like to say I was the little boy who loved to draw, who never grew up. And really thanks in part to my family, my mother and father, my brother, my immediate circle, I was always encouraged to pursue my creativity. And that pursuit has been a lifelong journey for me. I love people. I'm an extrovert. So collaborating and working with not just community, but other artists has become a staple in my creative process. And so over the past 30 years professionally in Houston, I've been really blessed to work with hundreds of artists, thousands of youth, and co-creating hundreds of projects literally in every corner of the city. And I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted that I get to use the city as my canvas. But in using the public as a gallery space, it becomes really important that we're highlighting the stories, the unsung, unseen heroes of these communities. And because art is my tool, that's the pathway in which I'm helping, preserve history, tap into the culture that really makes Houston's community so unique and diverse.
And can you tell us about any defining moments that you realize that pushed you towards this path? So, okay, we got that you really had a pen or a brush in your hand since childhood, but what were some defining moments that led you to a path to have clarity? Because even when people have a gift, they may not have clarity about how they want to use it. So what moment gave you clarity about what you wanted to use your art as a tool for?
That's a great question, Sade. I would say the earliest moment of clarity was in kindergarten. I'm gonna go that far back. And because I love to draw, by the time I got to kindergarten, I'm 5 years old, my drawing abilities were more advanced than the average child. And so the assignment that day, we were learning our basic shapes, our basic colors. So all the kids had, blank sheets of paper, crayons to replicate what was on the board. And I remember the teacher coming around the classroom, helping give kids instruction, direction around their work. And she came behind me and she had this look of disappointment. And I was really proud of what I'd done, even for a 5-year-old. So she takes the artwork, the drawing, and she raises it above her head and brings the entire class's attention to the work, kind of like this. She's like, hey, everybody, I want y'all to see what Reggie's doing. And then she starts to tear my work into pieces. And she takes my crayons and she crushes them. I'm devastated. But to make a long story short, it was a moment where I realized that something so pure and natural for me couldn't be defined by anyone else's opinion. So what she had shared with the class was the reason why she destroyed my work and crushed my crayons was because I didn't do exactly what was on the board. What I had done is I took my square and I made a cube out of it and I shaded the sides and I took the triangle and gave it dimension and turned it into a pyramid. And I took my circle, made it a sphere, put a shadow under it, shaded it. And I knew I hadn't done anything wrong. I realized then, Sade, even at 5, that I was going to encounter people who did not understand my vision for my artwork. and that I would have to persevere regardless of the Crayola crushers that I would encounter. And even at 52 years old today, I still encounter people who tell me what I can't do. But I always liken back to that moment when I was 5, where the teacher did that, and I was able to see beyond that moment. And so that was one of the earliest turning points that gave me confidence in my ability, but also resilience and learning how to discern other people's opinion about your dreams and aspirations.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And you know, the word, everything you were saying, it was resilience, and but it still broke my heart. It broke my heart because I do believe that there are so many people who have that story, and I'm gonna liken this to the Black experience because this is part of what we're talking about. But this is something that there are moments that crush your spirit that you don't even realize until you look back. And it's a reminder for educators that words matter. You didn't allow it to crush your spirit, but words matter. Because she had no idea what you were going to become. And if she would have killed your dream in that moment, shame on her. So
Sure.
I'm so glad that you had the resilience at 5, I may add, to say,
well, my mom
baby.
always said I was really hard-headed or stubborn. I like to call it resilient, but you know, hey, tomato, tomato. I knew enough to know that I hadn't done anything wrong, and thanks to my own belief in self, which I think is so important, even as parents, that we encourage our young people. There's a lot of little Reggies and Reginas out there, children who have enormous creative potential and talent. And because the arts aren't always celebrated and lifted up in our society as viable career fields, you have people who will say you won't make a living or you can't survive doing that or you'll be starving. And if you buy into that, you can pretty much shelve a lifetime of fulfillment because I'm living my dreams. Had I listened to that teacher, this mural wouldn't exist. The 13 murals across the country that we've produced around Juneteenth wouldn't exist. The team of artists that are working right now in my studio on another beautiful art project for Alameda Elementary School wouldn't exist. And the countless other projects that I've been fortunate to help co-create. So yes, encouraging that young energy it's critical, life-changing in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And I think that is the perfect segue. The spirit of Juneteenth and commemorating it is so deeply rooted in resilience, that perseverance in spite of, and the history that exists specifically in Galveston, where the order was announced that the slaves were free, the significance of the mural being there. So tell us more about the Absolute Equality Juneteenth mural project that people can expect to experience leading up to Juneteenth this year.
Well, thank you for that, Sharda. In the spring of 2021, it was almost this time 3 years ago, my team was bringing to life the vision of the Juneteenth Legacy Project, which was a group of concerned citizens, mostly residents of the island, a few people who have vested interest in Galveston being a part of this committee, wanting to use public art, a mural, to help tell that story. And as you mentioned, Galveston is the birthplace of Juneteenth as we know it. So 1865, 159 years ago, Major Gordon Granger, along with thousands of Black Union soldiers, arrived in Galveston from the port of New Orleans by ship. They didn't ride into town. That's a myth. They came by boat, arrived in Galveston, essentially to declare martial law, which was to enforce the executive order, which we know as the Emancipation Proclamation that happened 2.5 years prior, that was announced, that Texas essentially just ignored. And so those soldiers were brought to Texas and dispersed across the plantations and the farms of Texas to ensure that the human traffickers that were holding almost 250,000 enslaved Black Texans would free those people. And so that moment is painted on this 5,000 square foot canvas, which was the old Galveston Square building. And now what began as a mural has essentially turned into a movement where we have taken that story of Juneteenth off the shores of Galveston and now producing Juneteenth inspired murals in 13 cities across the country. We're working on our 13th this year. And I'm just, beyond honored to be the artist behind the face of our national holiday that symbolizes resilience, freedom, and emancipation for not just African Americans, but for all Americans, because that was a moment where every American was absolutely free. And so we're building that and telling that story through public art, through the local lenses of local artists that we're commissioning, partnering with community organizations, and bringing these stories of resilience, freedom, and the pursuit of absolute equality to life. And I'm just excited to be a part of it.
We've had such an incredible conversation. I really feel like this could have been a 30-minute episode. Real quick, 5 seconds. If someone wants to come see the mural that is in Galveston, when will it be installed?
Oh, the mural in Galveston is there. It's at 22nd and Strand, downtown Galveston. The NIA Cultural Center has a shop, a gift shop, or a cultural space right next door that will highlight things that are related to Juneteenth, related to Galveston, but 22nd and Strand. But if you go to absoluteequality.org, www.absoluteequality.org, you'll see not only the Galveston project, but the other cities that we have partnered with over the past 3 years.
Thank you so much, Reginald, for sharing your story, coming onto the show and helping our viewers understand not only about your work, but the opportunity to see that mural leading up to Juneteenth, which is June 19th. And you have plenty of time to go see that mural leading up to it. We want to thank Reginald C. Adams, the installation artist, and our Thursday Family Fun Day guest here on Up to the Minute. We'll have information posted after the show. And we definitely probably need to bring you back closer to Juneteenth. Thanks so much for joining us.
I'd be happy to come back, Sade. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, all right, Rima, we had a great conversation, ran a little over. We're going to highlight a couple of announcements and wrap people out before this holiday.
Awesome. Yeah, it was a great show. All right. So the first announcements we have, everyone, it's Advising Week. Your HCC resources. You have questions about graduation? Academic Advising Week is your resource to get on the top of your academic goals and track your pathway to graduation. HCC's website has a list of events and locations for help today. Since this is the last day, but you can get help anytime. Check our post after the show for more info.
All right. Well, HCC is having a math challenge. The 2024 HCC Math Challenge is designed to gauge students' math skills and pique their interest in STEM fields. Current HCC student competitors not only have a chance to win awards, but gift cards, a tablet, calculators, and even a summer research internship and stipend. This will be happening Friday, April 5th at our Eastside campus. Check the post after the show for details.
Next, we have raising the fundraising for indie film. Raising money is one of the most challenging aspects of any production, whether it is one-off French performance, an indie movie, or multi-million-dollar film shoot. Faculty member and filmmaker Jenny Waldo will lead this 4-week course that's designed to teach students how to get theater projects, web series, or films off the ground. It will be at Elif Hayes Screening Theater, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturdays in April. To register for the $99 workshop, check our post after the show.
All right. Well, it's a holiday tomorrow. Spring holiday will be happening, and there will be no Up to the Minute tomorrow. We'll still broadcast a best of episode show at noon and 5 p.m. on HCCTV's channel. We'll return the following Monday on April 1st. Enjoy your holiday.
Finally, we have summer registration. It has begun. Fall classes also opening soon. HCC summer registration, 5 to 8 and 10-week courses open this month, but fall registration is around the corner as well. Regular registration for all fall classes begin April 15th. Like all of the HCC courses, they are offered in variety of options. Obviously, it is online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid lab. To learn more about HCC program, start dates, and options to cover cost, visit hccs.edu/apply.
All right. Well, thanks so much for that, Rima. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Up to the Minute. We'll see you when we return on Monday.